Hello students, how are you? Hope you all are healthy and safe at your home. I am Shweta Jain representing Shiv Jyoti Educational Group Kota. So children, today I am here to teach you chapter number 8, birds. So all of you open your books, page number 64 and get ready with your pencils also. Children, can you hear some sound around you? Can you guess who is making this sound? Yes, you are absolutely right. It is the sound of a bird. But where it is? So, let us search for it. Okay, here it is. So, children, today we will learn a lot about birds. Okay, so have a look into your books. We see birds of different colors and sizes around us. All birds have one beak, two eyes, two wings and two legs. Their bodies are covered with feathers of different colors. So children, now have a look at this bird. You can see that there are some features which are common to all the birds. Now what are these features? All the birds have one beak, then two eyes, then two legs. They have a tail and they have two wings, and besides this their body is covered with feathers. Okay, so all the birds have these features. They may differ in shapes and sizes, they may differ in colors, but these features are common to all the birds. Now as we have talked that their body is covered with feathers, so children, birds are the only creatures on the earth whose body is covered with feathers, and there are three different types of feathers. So have a look at these. Before that, let us do one activity which is given in your book. So have a look at this activity. Identify the birds below and complete their names. So you can see the bird shown here is a parrot. So you have to complete the name of this parrot. P is already written, A, R, then R is written, O and then T. Now this next bird is peacock. So you will have to complete the spelling P-E-A-C-O-C-K. Then the third bird shown here is ostrich. So you complete the spelling O-S-T-R-I-C-H, ostrich. Then the fourth bird shown here is duck. So complete the spelling D-U-C-K. Okay. So in this way you have to complete this activity. Now see, birds are the only creatures on the earth whose bodies are covered with feathers. As I have told you right now, birds have feathers of different colors and sizes. They have three types of feathers. These three are body feathers which cover a bird's body. Down feathers are small, soft and fluffy feathers that keep the bird warm, and flight feathers are long and help a bird to fly. Flight feathers are present on tail and wings. You can see the pictures of the feathers in your books also. So children, the three types of feathers are first is body feather, second is down feather, and the third type is flight feather. So let me show you the different types of feathers. So see, this one is the body feather. Now have a look at this. The lowermost part is somewhat fluffy and the upper part is somewhat stiff. So these are called as body feathers, and these type of feathers are present on the overall body of the bird. They cover the overall body of the bird. Second type is down feathers. You can see these feathers are small, very soft and fluffy, and these type of feathers keep the body of the bird warm. Okay. Then the third type is flight feathers. You can see these type of feathers are called as flight feathers. They are also of different colors in different types of bird. One more example you can see, this is also a flight feather. Okay, so these flight feathers they are longer than other two. Okay, and these are found on the tail and wings of a bird. So these are the different types of feathers. Now we come to our next topic, that is how birds fly. So children, birds fly with the help of their wings. Wings are attached to a bird's body with the help of strong muscles. These muscles move the wings. The shape of their bodies is like a boat, which also helps them to fly in air. Birds flap their wings to fly. They move their wings in two ways, upstroke and downstroke. In upstroke movement, wings move upward and backward. In downstroke movement, wings move downward and forward. The tail of a bird helps it to change direction during flying. So children, how birds fly? So there are two things which are required by a bird to fly. So these two things are, first of all, the wings. Wings are attached to strong muscles, and these muscles help the wings to flap. Okay, they cause the movement in the wings so that birds can fly. And second thing is the shape of their body. The shape of bird's body is boat shape. This shape helps them to fly easily in the air. Now when they fly, they move their wings in two directions. First direction is upstroke and second is called as downstroke. So let us see how they are. See children, in upstroke movement what happens? Bird flap their wings upward and their body moves backward. It is like this, they move upward and backward. And when in downstroke direction, they flap their wings downward and their body moves forward. So it is downward and forward. In this way birds fly. Now children, when they fly, they need to change their directions also. So their tail helps them to change the directions. Now there are some birds which cannot fly. Some of the examples of such birds are ostrich, emu and penguin. You can see the picture given in your book. This is the picture of emu. Other birds are ostrich, kiwi and penguin. They also cannot fly. Okay. Now why they cannot fly? Because they have a heavy body. Okay. Now we come to the next topic, that is beaks. So children, in the beginning of the chapter I have told you that birds have a beak. So birds do not have a teeth. Then how do they eat their food? They eat their food by the help of their beak. So let us have a read. Birds do not have teeth. They use their beaks to catch and eat food. Different birds have different kinds of beak depending upon the food they eat. Now we know that different types of birds eat different types of food. You might have seen at some places like in gardens, in temples, people used to give some seeds, grains to the birds, and you might have seen that lot of pigeons used to sit over there and sparrows are also there. So pigeons and sparrow, birds like them, they used to eat grains and seeds, but some birds they eat flesh. Some bird eat worms. So depending on them, their food, their beaks are different. So let us learn some examples. First, birds like sparrow, pigeon and peacock have short, hard and strong beaks to crush seeds and grains they eat, because these type of birds, pigeon, peacock, sparrow, they eat seeds and grains. So to crush them, they have short, hard and strong beaks. Then birds like eagle, vulture and hawk have strong, sharp and hooked beaks to tear the flesh of their prey. You can see the picture, this is eagle and this is hawk, and their beaks are hooked. Now why their beaks are hooked? Because you know that these are carnivores, these birds are carnivorous, they eat the flesh, so their beaks are hooked so that they can tear the flesh easily. Next example is hummingbird. Hummingbird and sunbird have long and pointed beaks to drink nectar from flowers. Now children, hummingbird and sunbird, these are very small sized bird and they have a long and pointed beak. They used to suck the nectar from the flower. So these type of beaks, they go deep into the flower, and so that they can suck the nectar from them. Okay. Now we come to some more examples. Water birds like duck and goose have broad and flat beaks with tiny holes on either side. The holes allow muddy water to flow out, leaving the insects and plants inside the beak. Now you can have a look. This is duck and this is goose. You can see this black spot. So these are the tiny holes. Okay. So in water birds there is a presence of tiny holes on their beak, and their beaks are flat and broad. So when they take in water, because these are water birds, so they drink water. When they take in water, along with water some insects, some plant parts, they also enter in their mouth. So the muddy water, it comes out of these holes, and insects and plant parts remain inside their mouth so that they can eat them. Okay. Then another example is parrot. Parrot has short and curved beak to crack nuts and seeds. We know that parrot generally use to eat fruits, nuts. So for that it has a curved beak. The next example is woodpecker. You can see the picture here. Woodpecker has a strong, pointed and chisel-like beak to make holes in tree trunks and pull out insects. So children, chisel means a pointed hammer. So the beak of woodpecker is like a pointed hammer. It uses its beak to dig holes into the tree trunk so that it can make its nest over there, and it can take out the insects from there to eat. Okay. Then there is another example, that is hoopoe. Hoopoe has long, slender and pointed beak to pull out insects from flowers and holes in the ground. You can see this bird, it is hoopoe. Hoopoe also has a long and slender beak. Slender means thin. They have long, thin and pointed beak so that they can pull out insects from flowers and holes in the ground. So this is all about the beaks of birds. Now children, we come to our next topic, that is feet and claws. So feet and claw is the another feature of birds. So let us see. Birds have 2 feet with claws. They use their feet to walk, hop or swim. They also use their feet to catch and hold their food. Different birds have different types of feet with claws. So let us see some of the examples. So the first example is perching birds. Like pigeon, sparrow and crow sit on trees or wires. Perching means to hold branches or wires and sit over them. They hold the branches or wires with their claws. They have 3 toes in front and 1 toe at the back. So children, perching birds are those birds which used to climb or sit on the wires or the branches of the trees. And some of the examples of such birds are pigeon, sparrow, crow. You might have seen these birds sitting on the electric wires. Okay, so these type of birds have 3 toes in front and 1 toe at the back. You can see this in the picture shown here. It is given in your book. 3 toes are pointing forward and 1 is at backward. Okay. Now we move to next example, that is flesh eating birds. We have just now discussed that flesh eating birds are eagle, vulture. So eagle, vulture and owl have very sharp and curved claws which are called as talons. Talons are used to catch their prey. Okay, so these eagles and vulture, owl, they all have talons, and talons are the sharp and curved claws, and these help them to catch their prey. Third type is scratching birds. Like hens use their claws to scratch and dig the ground to find worms. You can see here these types of claws are found in hen. Hen is a scratching bird. It used to scratch and dig the ground so that it can get the worms out of it to eat. Now some more examples are here. Climbing birds like woodpecker and parrot use their toe to climb trees. They have 2 toes pointing in upward direction and 2 toes pointing in downward direction. These toes help them to hold on to trees and climb up. So children, see some of the birds like woodpecker and parrot. You can see the toes here in the picture. It's given in your book also. 2 toes are pointing upward and 2 toes are pointing downward. So these type of toes help them to climb on the branches of the trees. Okay. Then next category is wading birds. Wading birds like herons and cranes have long legs with spread out toes. Wading means to walk through water. These toes help them to walk through water in search of food. Now wading birds are those birds which walk through the water. They used to run over the water surface. So the toes which are present in these type of birds, they are spreaded in all the directions, okay, and they have long legs. So by the help of these they can walk through water in search of food. They eat small fishes. Then there are swimming birds like ducks and swans. They have webbed feet. Front toes of these birds have joined by skin called web. These feet help them to push water while swimming. You can see in the picture shown here, it is given in your book also. The three front toes have a flap of skin in between them. This flap is called as web. So these type of feet are called as webbed feet, and these are found in the swimming birds like duck and swan. Okay. So now we come to our next topic, that is nests of the birds. So children, see, birds build nest using grass, leaves, thread, twigs and cotton. So these are some of the things which are used by a bird to build its nest. They make nest on trees, on the ground, on the terrace, etc. They lay their eggs in the nest. Birds sit on eggs to keep them warm till they hatch. After hatching, baby birds rest in the nest till they are big enough to fly. Birds feed their young ones and protect them from enemies. Different birds make different types of nests. So, students, just like us, as we need house which protect us from all the enemies, which protect us from enemies like different wild animals, other animals, it protects us from heat, cold, rain. So similarly, birds, although they live in the natural environment, so they also need a different type of protection. So for protection they build a house. This house is called as nest. Okay, they used to lay their eggs inside their nests. Okay, so then they keep sitting on the eggs to keep them warm till they hatch, and when these eggs are hatched, the baby birds come out. So these baby birds stay there in the nest till they starts to fly. Okay, so let us now discuss the different types of nests. So children, now let us know some more about nests. Okay, so see, the place where a bird lives with its young ones is called as a nest. You can see here in this picture, this is the nest of a bird. You can see that birds of all kinds lay eggs and hatch them in a secure place which is called as nest. You can see here, this is a nest and eggs are laid inside the nest. Birds require a nest to safeguard themselves from enemies and bad weather. See, this is a weaver bird. So let us see how it builds its nest. See children, it used twigs and grass to make a strong nest by weaving the grass in and out. And finally, it weaves its nest like this. The nest hangs from the branch of a tree and the bird enters into it through the bottom of the nest. You can see here at the bottom of the nest there is a hole. This is the weaver bird's nest. Now let us move to some more examples. This is a tailor bird, you can see here. Now how it builds its nest? You can see it uses its beak like a needle to sew leaves together using spider silk, grass, twigs. You can see this is the nest of a weaver bird and it has sewed the leaves to make a nest. See, this is the nest of eagles and vultures. Birds like eagles and vultures make their nest by gathering sticks. They make their nest high on the tree. Now, this is one more example. It is a woodpecker. You can see it sits on the branches of the tree and by the help of its chisel-like beak, it pecks the wood to make a hole into it. See children, this hole, it uses this hole as a nest. Okay, so these are some of the examples of the nests. So children, this was all about the explanation part of this chapter. I hope you all have understood it well. So now we will start with the book work and the copy work. So children, open page number 68 of your books. Let's start with the exercises given in the book. So first of all, we will start with the exercise. Let's recall. Fill in the blanks with the correct words. Options are given over here and you have to fill from these helping words into these blanks which are given. Wings, fly, beaks, claws and direction. Birds have dash to eat food. So student, just now we have studied this thing that they do not have teeth, so they have beaks. So we will write beaks over here. Tail helps the birds to change dash during flight. So how they change the, what does tail do during flight? It helps in changing the direction. So we write direction here. Birds flap their dash to fly wings. Flight feathers help a bird to fly. Birds have 2 feet with dash, that is claws. Okay. Now we move to the next exercise. This is given on page number 69. Tick the correct answers. What you have to do here, options are given over here, 4 options are here, you have to take one option which is the correct one. So let us start. Birds have 2 teeth, 2 legs, 1 wing, 1 eye. So children, birds have 2 legs. Okay, so we will put a tick mark on B option. It do not have teeth, they do not have, they have 2 wings and they have 2 eyes. Then bodies of birds are kept warm by wings, body feathers, down feathers, flight feathers. So the correct answer is down feathers. They are soft and fluffy and keep the body warm. The shape of a bird's body is like a rod, book, note, boat. So the shape of their body is like a boat which help them to fly. So we'll take on D. Which of the following birds has short, hard and strong beak? Duck, pigeon, hoopoe, sunbird. So here pigeon eats grains and seeds, and to crack them they have short, hard and strong beak. Which of the following birds have talons? Talons are the curved claws of flesh eating birds. So perching birds, flesh eating birds, climbing birds, swimming birds. So the correct answer is flesh eating birds. Okay, so we put a tick mark on B option. Now we come to the next exercise. It is on page number 70. One word in each statement is incorrect. Underline the incorrect word and write the correct word in the space provided. Here what you have to do, you have to read the statement properly and then you have to find out which word is wrong in this statement. You have to underline it and write the correct word in the blanks given over here. Front toes of swimming birds are joined by glue called web. So children, here the incorrect word is glue, because it is not joined by a glue, it is joined by skin which is called as web. So we will write skin over here. The nest of a sparrow has an opening at the lower end. So children, incorrect word here is sparrow, because the nest of weaver bird has an opening at its end. So we will write weaver bird here. Birds sit on eggs to keep them cool. So here the incorrect word is cool, because birds sit on their eggs to keep them warm. So we will write warm over here. Ducks use their claws to scratch and dig the ground. So children, you all know that ducks are the water birds. They do not move on ground. So here ducks is the incorrect word. Hen is a scratching bird. So correct word is hen. So we will write hen over here. Birds do not have beaks. So here the incorrect word is beaks, because beak is a characteristic feature of a bird. They do not have teeth. So we will write teeth over here and underline beaks. Now we move to next exercise. Name the following. First is type of feathers birds have. So there are 3 types of feathers which we have studied. These are body feathers, down feathers and flight feathers. 2 birds that have strong, sharp and hooked beaks. These This type of beak are found in the flesh eating birds. So examples are eagle and vulture. Two perching birds. Perching birds are those which sit on wires and branches. So examples are pigeon and sparrow. Now we move to our next exercise. It's on page number 71. Match the birds with their names and also write their names at the correct place. You can see some of the pictures are given here and names are given here. Then after matching with their names, we have to write the names of the birds in front of the type of beaks given here. Okay. So first one is, you can see this, it is a hawk. So we will write 1 over here in front of hawk. Then this is the picture of a pigeon. This type of beak is found in pigeon. So you write 2 on pigeon. Then third, this is a duck. So we will write 3 on duck. Then this is a picture of sparrow. So we will write 4 over sparrow. Okay. Now we come to this, short and strong beak. So children, we have studied this, that short and strong beak are found in pigeon and sparrow to crush the seeds. Then sharp and hooked beak, these type of beak are found in hawk. Then broad and flat beak, it is found in duck. So we will write duck over here. Now we move to next exercise on the same page. Exercise number B, join birds to the kind of nest they make. So the pictures of nests are given, pictures of birds are given, we have to match them. First is the picture shown here. This is a sparrow. So the nest of the sparrow is shown here. This is the nest of a sparrow. So we will write A in front of 1. Then second one is the tailor bird. And this is the nest of tailor bird. So we will write C in front of second. Then we come to third. Third is a weaver bird. So here this is the picture of a weaver bird's nest. So we will write D in front of 3. Now here this is an eagle and this is the nest of eagle. So we will write B in front of 4. In this way you have to do match the followings. So children, now we move to copy work. So before we start with the copy work, I want to tell you that you have to do this work neatly in your school notebooks, okay, and you have to do it in a good handwriting with a sharp pencil, and you have to mark the red margins properly with a scale, okay. So let us start with it. First is define. So first define is talons. Talons are sharp and curved claws of flesh eating birds. Second define is wading birds. Birds that walk through the water in search of food. Then we come to answer the following. Question number 1 is, where do birds lay eggs? So answer is, birds lay their eggs in the nest. Then question number 2, what helps a bird to change its direction during flight? So answer to this is, the tail of a bird helps it to change its direction during flight. Now we move to question number 3. Which type of beak the water birds have? What is its use? Water birds, answer to this question is, water birds have broad and flat beaks with tiny holes on either side. The holes allow muddy water to flow out, leaving the insects and plants inside the beak. Then you have to put a full stop. Then question number 4, differentiate between the beaks of a hummingbird and a parrot. Now see children, how you have to do this answer, how you have to write it. First you have to make 2 columns, then write in one column write beak of a hummingbird, in another column write beak of a parrot, and then you have to write answers in points. So first point is long and pointed, here you have to write short and curved. Here second point is helps to drink nectar from flowers. Here you have to write helps to crack nuts and seeds. So children, in this way you have to complete your copy work. So this is the completion of your chapter. I hope you all have understood it well. So thank you. Have a nice day.